Close your eyes. Now, imagine standing completely still in the middle of a violent storm. The wind is howling, rain is lashing against your skin. Around you, people are running, shouting, overwhelmed by fear and confusion. But you are calm. You breathe deeply. Your eyes are steady. You don't fight the storm. You don't curse it. You simply stand, unshaken. This image isn't fantasy. It's a metaphor for life, because storms are always coming. Sometimes they arrive as heartbreak, sometimes as failure, loss, rejection, betrayal. Sometimes the storm is inside you. And the question is, will you let it break you? Or will you train your mind to endure it and even grow because of it? This is the power of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that, in our chaotic modern world, feels more relevant than ever before. In this video, we will explore how to train your mind until nothing can break you, using the timeless principles of Stoicism. We'll go deep into history, into practice, into the soul. 1. The noise of modern life and the call for inner stillness. Let's be honest, modern life is loud. We wake up to screens. We spend hours comparing our lives to filtered photos. We chase validation through likes, struggle for meaning and status updates, and get emotionally hijacked by every headline, every email, every comment from a stranger. We're constantly reacting, never reflecting, constantly chasing, never arriving, constantly connected, yet deeply alone. We spend so much of our lives worrying about things we cannot control, what others think of us, what might happen tomorrow, what someone said behind our backs, what didn't go as planned. The result? Anxiety, exhaustion, burnout. But the Stoics, philosophers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, left us a lifeline. They taught that peace doesn't come from the outside world. It comes from mastering your inner world. As Epictetus said, people are not disturbed by things, but by the views they take of them. Or in modern terms, it's not what happens to you. It's how you interpret what happens to you. That's where your power lives. That's where transformation begins. 2. The root of Stoicism: control what you can, release what you can't. At the core of Stoic philosophy is a simple, powerful idea. Focus only on what you can control. Let go of everything else. Imagine your mind is like a garden. You can choose what to plant, what to water, what to remove, but you can't control the weather. You can't control if someone walks by and throws trash in. You can't even control how fast the seeds grow. Your job is to tend your garden daily, with care, with discipline. In practice, this means you can't control whether someone likes you, but you can control how kind and authentic you are. You can't control the economy, but you can control your work ethic, your spending, and your attitude. You can't control if tragedy strikes, but you can control whether it breaks your spirit or deepens your wisdom. The Stoics called this the dichotomy of control. And once you learn to live by it, your life changes. You stop being a victim of your circumstances. You stop wasting energy on what's outside your reach. You become centered, focused, deliberate. You become mentally tough. 3. The man who endured hell with a Stoic mind. James Stockdale. To truly understand the power of a trained mind, we must look beyond philosophy books, into the real world. Let me tell you the story of Admiral James Stockdale. In 1965, Stockdale was a U.S. Navy pilot flying over Vietnam when his jet was shot down. He ejected, parachuted into enemy territory, and was immediately captured. For the next 7 years, he endured torture, starvation, and solitary confinement in the infamous Hanoi Hilton prison. Most men would have lost their minds, but Stockdale didn't. Why? Because just before he parachuted into what would become a nightmare, he remembered something: the teachings of Epictetus. As a young man, he had studied Stoicism, not casually but deeply, and in that moment, falling through the sky, he told himself, "I am leaving the world of technology and entering the world of Epictetus." He accepted the reality of suffering. He didn't sugarcoat it, but he refused to surrender his identity. He became a leader among the prisoners. He created secret communication systems. He even beat himself with a stool so the enemy couldn't use him in propaganda videos. He lost his physical freedom, but kept his mental freedom. Years later, he said this: "You must never confuse faith that you will prevail in the end, with the discipline to confront the most brutal facts of your current reality." This mindset, known as the Stockdale paradox, is pure Stoicism. You accept what is. You never lie to yourself, but you never lose your commitment to the story you're writing. And that's what mental strength is. Not blind positivity, but grounded resilience. 4. How to become mentally unbreakable. 5 Stoic practices. So how do you begin to train your mind like this? It doesn't happen all at once. But there are 5 powerful daily practices from Stoicism that can help you build an unshakable mindset. Starting now. 1. Morning premeditation. Each morning ask yourself, what challenges might I face today? Who might test my patience? What might go wrong? And how will I respond? This isn't negative thinking, it's mental rehearsal. When you expect discomfort, you're not surprised by it. You prepare for life instead of being knocked over by it. 2. Negative visualization. This one is profound. Once a day, take a quiet moment and imagine losing something. Your home, your health, a loved one. Don't panic, just reflect. By imagining loss, you learn to treasure what you have and prepare your heart for change. It builds gratitude and resilience. 3. The control audit. Take a situation causing you stress. Write it down, then ask, what is within my control here? What is outside my control? Now take action only on what's in your control and let the rest go. Literally, tear it up, burn the paper, release it. 4. Voluntary discomfort. Once a week, do something hard, on purpose. Take a cold shower, sleep on the floor, fast, go without your phone. Why? Because comfort weakens us. Discomfort trains the mind. As Seneca said, set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, saying to yourself, is this the condition I feared? You learn, I can handle more than I thought. 5. Evening self-reflection. At night, ask yourself, what did I do well today? Where did I lose control? What can I improve tomorrow? Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, wrote nightly reflections in what would later become meditations. If he had time to examine his soul, so do we. You see, mental strength isn't something you're born with. It's not given. It's built like a muscle. And the Stoics knew this. They practiced in peace so they could be strong in crisis. They chose discipline over comfort, clarity over chaos, character over control. You don't need to renounce the world or become emotionless. You just need to remember you can't control the storm, but you can train your mind so that nothing in the storm controls you. So the next time life tests you, when someone insults you, when plans fall apart, when pain shows up uninvited, pause, breathe, ask, what would the Stoics do? Then do it, and you'll begin to feel it, a shift, a deeper calm, a quieter strength, a power no one can take from you. If this message resonated with you, consider subscribing to the channel for more content on mental resilience, ancient wisdom, and practical philosophy. Share this video with your friends.